Hello, 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 my friends. Welcome back to the Dynamo. We are into that final stretch in the league season before we turn our attention towards the provincial championships. Our form has dipped concerningly at the end of the season because we had an unlikely title push and a promotion push to get out of that bottom division. we sit 2 points behind Wicklow. Now, 2 points is all the difference because there's only 2 games left. We play bottom of the side teams Sligo and Wexford. Sligo at home, Wexford away, so we've the easier of the two at home. I would like to think we can get points out of these, but again, the 2 losses, the dip in form has come to Longford and Carlow. So we are kind of struggling against those bottom side teams. Now you can kind of see from the player stats here, Adam Foley is absolutely dominating the season for us. And because of that, I've tied him down to a 2-year contract because he kind of is our linchpin star player. 12 appearances, 6 goals, 5 assists. What's not to love about this man? 6'2", 31 years of age, proper leader in the team. He may not be a leader in the actual leadership stats, but he is an absolute monster for us in terms of just making things happen. And I think he's been a little bit part of why it's been difficult these past 2 games, because he's just not been playing that well. If we go into his form charts, we can see a 6.3 and a 6.4 and this is after the back of a 9.8 and 8.0 and 9.0 and 9.1. So he's experiencing a bit of a dip in form. I tried to talk to him about it and he basically just went in a huff and said, I'm not talking to you anymore, like a teenager, just like threw his ball out of the car and just drove away. And we've not been helped because a big part of how we play is using those overlapping wing backs. And if we go into our medical centre here and go to current injuries, Carbo and Black are both injured and they're out and they'll miss probably the first 4 games of the provincial championships. Both players are out, and after our most recent game, Cian Kelly, an absolute stalwart at the back for us, one of our first choice centre backs, he's after getting hit with an injury and he's out for 2 to 4 weeks. So we're starting to get a bit stretched and we're finding it difficult to kind of just cobble together performances. Like, we've gone 180 minutes without scoring. That is the disappointing part. And we're conceding single goals, because if we go back to the scheduling here, like if we don't lose these games and we draw them, then we're level on points with Wicklow coming into those final 2 games. So it's not in our hands. Unfortunately, the season is not in our hands. It might go down as a second place runner-up position, which we can regroup and we can go again. But we do have the better head-to-head difference with Wicklow. So the goal difference doesn't matter no matter what happens. So if Wicklow draws or loses, that is the ideal thing that we want. Because if they win their game they're playing Waterford. So that's why. Because like if we go to like tactical meeting, where can I get the current fixtures? Matches, here we go. Yeah, they're currently like in play. They're about 51-60 minutes in, whatever. Like I have it staggered kickoff times because it's just more fun that way. We would love a Waterford win. We would absolutely love a Waterford win because that pegs back Wicklow and it puts us into a position where if we win, if we beat Sligo, we go back top of the table. If Wicklow wins, then it's a 3-point gap, and that means that it comes down to that final day. Like no matter what we do, it is coming down to the final day. So I'm going to try to get through those 2 match days, but it's like, if you're a betting man, if you're a betting woman, I don't think we're going up this season. It's those 2 games really got us, and I think that's one thing that I do like about this, because you can see that league form. We beat Waterford, but those 3 losses have really hurt, and look, our squad is getting stretched thin. I was very pleasantly surprised by the nature in which we were able to overcome a lot of these teams, but we're getting stretched that bit too thin. Because if we go into our tactics here, if we go to our starting 11, you can see that we just don't really have somebody who's capable of playing that left back role. And like as we get into more seasons, my reserve squad will be more available because under 19 players are automatically eligible. So we'll increase our player pool by bringing in those youth recruitments and having a youth team that is basically acting as kind of like a surplus to kind of like pull reinforcements in from. Before we kick into the match, I want to show you the reserve league, because my reserves are doing pretty decently. Currently top of their South Division at the moment. Now, it's a 22-game league, so that won't resolve until the end of the Senior Championship cycle, my end. But hey, if they get promoted up to the Allianz Division 1, that's a nice standard of reserve football, so that we can just get some match experience into that reserve side. The youth players are not having such a good time of it. 7th place might as well be like joint bottom of the Division 2 table. Our youth players are just not cutting it right now. Once I get through these 2 games, I'll take you on a tour of the leagues and just show you how everything's going on. So we've got the familiar Mulreilly, Spillane just being an absolute stalwart back there. He's becoming one of my favourite players. Walsh, I'm playing around with Rafferty into that Volante, Segunda Volante attacking role, but I want him on that right-hand side, taking advantage of the fact that we've got that right-sided winger with that supporting target forward. So I'm hoping that they can kind of interlink with each other, while Kinsella or Phelan, whoever plays that role, I'll decide during the match whether or not I want to take Kinsella off and put him into that right wing role. With Kinsella kind of coming into this role here, just trying to create a triangle between Foley, Rafferty and Kinsella. That's kind of how I'm trying to manage the midfield at the moment, but without wing backs who can like really play the role that well, it just stifles our opportunities, and we're finding it tough. We're finding it really tough to just score goals right now. Team talk, we're all sick and tired of getting bad results, so go out there and change that starting now. And 3 people seem motivated. The rest of them, maybe they just want the Allianz League to be over. As we can see, Wicklow on top. We should get results from them within maybe the first half hour, so we'll know what we'll have to do. We'll know what we have to do as we go into this game. Okay, and you can see the recent form. God, that stings. Oh, that stings. Okay, and we skip. Okay, so Shannon on the right hand side, and Kinsella is going to bring this away. Acres of space through here and over to Foley, and Foley's going to take this on. He's wide open space, can you? And he gets us off to a winning start. He has been, you know, I'm just going to record all of these games live, because again, this is our first goal in 3 games. I was starting to worry that we just weren't able to get into advantageous positions. Kinsella played that advanced playmaker role really well there by kind of moving in, exploiting that opportunity, and then just finding the correct pass to get through. Foley gives us a really good opportunity here. Let's see if we can just take a quick little glance and just oh, I can't see. That doesn't tell me. It's okay, it's 1 goal each. 5 minutes. Okay. That's good. We're going to keep an eye on results elsewhere, because they are going to be very important. If we win and Wicklow loses or draws, oh, thank God, Gavin. Oof. What we want Wicklow to lose. That is what we want. We want Waterford to do us a favour and steal some points off them. Now, at that same time, it's a double-edged sword, because if Waterford, go on, Phelan get through. Oh, great save by Brady there. Although we've got a corner now, so there's a good opportunity to try to get a second. Go on, Kinsella, pass it in, go on, spill it. Straight into the hands of Brady. Goalkeeper has it, it's going to distribute outwards. Like I said, if Waterford do well and we draw or lose, Waterford could pip us and jump above us. Kinsella bringing in for Spillane, no. Okay, Daly, second chance. Kinsella into the back post. Foley's going to clean this up. Into Walsh. Spillane just sitting pretty in the middle of the pitch. Over to Foley. Foley, what you going to do with it? And Phelan, oh, beautiful. A little bit of a dainty curling shot, puts it under Barry, and we now have a 2-0 lead from outside the box. Beautiful. Whew. See, games against the bottom sides, this is how they're supposed to go. And just the magic, the majesty of that shot. Just a beautiful curve, just putting as much bend as you need to, and nothing fancy. And geez, that could have been very dangerous. Beautiful. It's 20 minutes in, and Owen Waterford are doing us a favour. Oh my God. And 90, oh my God. It looks like we could go back top, because Waterford are after doing some magic for us. Oof. You know, I thought the league might be gone. It looks like the league season promotion might come down to that last game. 65% possession. We're into a good, and Kinsella brings the tune. Spillane! Spillane. I'm telling you, he should have more goals. Oh, Owen Mulaney, no. Gavin, come on. Well done, Spillane. We'll assume that's Spillane because that man is behind everything. I'm taking up that right hand side. Shannon, is Zealand playing? Nope. Mulroney just catch onto that. That could have been a dangerous opportunity there. Okay, and it looks like they're playing a bit of a high press, although we're sending our people forward. Phelan on the end of that, and Foley brings it over to Phelan. Phelan 1-on-1. Oh my God, what a goal! Just letters that into the crossbar, and it is a Frank Lampard goal. Only this one will be given. 3-0 coming into half time, and we're getting a healthy goal difference. Let's just watch this back again. That is gorgeous. Foley just brings it over, Phelan 1-on-1, and just whack. Oh, there's something so poetically beautiful about seeing a football cross the line and then it spin brings it back out again. Getting a very comfortable goal difference. 3-0. Phelan and Foley proving to himself to be a devastating partnership up front, because Foley just has that way of controlling and dominating and putting pressure on the back line, while Phelan just has that agility and like turn of pace and just the sheer skill to be able to just finish opportunities. Let's keep going. This is beautiful. And if we can just get another performance like this coming into that final game against Wexford, like we could be going up and we could be a Division 3 team next year. Feeling over to Kinsella Walsh. Oh, and beautiful for Casey. What's Casey going to do with this one now? Brings it back to Walsh. Okay. No ambition. Foley. Oh, only he could keep that down. The lack of ambition from our left back there. That is definitely a problem position that I need to sort out in maybe January before we get into the knockout stages of the provincial championships. If I sort out my left back position as Shanahan, just holding on to it, and Shannon and Shanahan. Fuck's sake, David. Okay, 3-1. Sligo just clawing one back with just a nasty piece of attacking work. Shanahan brings it over to Shannon. Crosses this. This is disappointing. So who didn't pick up their man there? Okay, that was Rafferty. Didn't pick up your man. Fair enough. Okay, look, we don't want complacency. That's the last thing we want, especially because we're level. Like we need this win just to maintain that points tally, because 17 points is where we want to be. That is where we are most comfortable right now. I'm going to organize some substitutions to try freshen this up. Oh, it's so good to see greens over here again. I've been dealing with like 5.8s and 6.3s for 2 games. It's just been upsetting me more than anything. We're going to bring Taggart over here, and we're no, I'll put Weru over here. What's your vision like? Oh Jesus, why have I not been playing you as oof? You know, I think I was distracted by the 6'2" frame over here. But vision, work rate, passing, and off the ball, flair. I mean, you're dribbling in your first touch and you've got the physicals for this. Oof. You know what? You could be quite good. Now, you're only right-footed, but you are playing on that left-hand side as an in kind of, I want you pulling inside. Wilson Weru, you might be my missing link here. Okay, so let's... let's see if you can get some good opportunities to play for us here now. As it looks like it's just closing out, coming into the 80th minute. No highlights to speak of. Weru gets to the ball first. It's commentary highlights were telling us. Okay, Shanahan taking the opportunity here. Is this going to finish 3-2? If it finishes 3-2, that'll be, oh no. And Donnelly take this through. Going to get the opportunity, and I mean, that was a fantastic, fabulous finish. I'm worried. I'm going to take off. Whoops, what did I do? I'm worried. I'm going to bring on a central midfielder. I'm going to take Phelan off, and I'm just going to bring on another centre defender, because I'm a little concerned by this, because again, the win is what we need here. Daly can come in here and McLaughlin can play here. Oh shit. Whoops. I think I'm out of subs. What is Downs doing on that right hand side? Okay, so Spillane can come out here. You can play as a fullback defend. You can play as a fullback defend. Taggart can come here and play defending role. Weru, Phelan. Okay, so Weru's going to come over here. Phelan's going to come over here, and this is how we're gonna. How we're going to operate this. We're just going to try control the game and just not, and I mean not concede, because that is the absolute last thing we want to do right now. Confirm changes. Okay, and now we pray, because this began life as a really, really good match, and now I'm getting scared as Brady brings this forward, and Rafferty or Taggart, Walsh, oh thank God, as Weru, oh no, they have an opportunity, and Brady gonna punt this long, and Spillane keeping it over, and bunts it right back to them, and Stringer, oh McEnvoy, go on Healy, Taggart, they'll bring it over to Walsh, and Walsh is going to bring it over to Foley. Foley's going to hold that up. Back into Walsh. If Owen Foley has an opportunity here, is he going to go for goal? Oh, penalty. Penalty, ref. Penalty. Okay. Thank Christ. Phelan, just bury this. Just bury. Okay. It's safe. It's safe. We're going to finish top of the table going into the final day. 4-2 win. Just that was a lot closer than it should have been. Oof. Okay, now just end it, please. Put me out of my misery. Okay, it is our destiny is in our hands now. That final game, nice work, everyone. We've put ourselves into an opportunity where I believe we can get back into these games. Yeah, gives everything he's got in his locker. Final day of the season, a win will be enough. And look at this is why I like the way I've organized these divisions. Into the final day of the season, 3 teams can go up. Waterford, Wicklow, Kilkenny. Any of them have the opportunity to go up. Oh, competition. And we now have 2 weeks before we get into this. I'm going to give everyone a bit of a rest. Nope. Rest all players for 3 days. Okay, so I'm going to do a bit of match prep before we get into that Wexford game. And I'm going to pause, and when we come back, we'll be at that Wexford game. The mid-season meeting. I think it will be a good idea to hold a team meeting to give the players some words of encouragement ahead of our final Allianz Division 4 fixture with the title at stake. These can sink or swim a season. These have a very tumultuous reputation within the Football Manager community because your team never really shares your vision of where they are. And I think a thing that's important to understand about this as well is because go to competition, go to Allianz Division 4, go to season preview, we're expected to finish 6th. So that's where the players are. The players are of the opinion that we are a bottom table side, kind of like lower mid-table team. So the fact that we're even in this position, as far as they're concerned, represents an incredible season. So winning it isn't important to them. It's important to me. It's important to you, the player, but to them, they're of the opinion that, well, if it doesn't happen, well, like, it was a great journey all the way. So, like, don't put pressure on them. That's a big thing to put in here. So talk about title chases. Now, let's see if this all backfires horribly on me. Positive expectations. Season good at heart and difficulty to this. I understand that it's hard not to feel pressure needing to win the last 8 square title, but I feel the best chance of getting the win is if you secure a fair game. I'm going to say don't be too disheartened. Lovely, yeah, because the first one is still putting a bit of pressure on them. And I think the best way to get that win, in my opinion, is to treat it as this is just fate. This is the freak roll of the football gods' dice. If they want Kilkenny to go up, well, then it'll be the gods who decide that it happens. And I am very happy with this because that is a good morale boost coming into that final day. And morale is everything in this game. If your players aren't feeling up for it, you might as well just give the opposition the 3-0 loss. And just like that, the final day of the season is upon us. Kilkenny, Wicklow and Waterford can all go into this final day, and they've got their own respective challenges ahead of them. Waterford playing 5th place Carlow. We face off against 7th place Wexford, while Wicklow have arguably the hardest of the tasks, but they are at home. So if they get a home win against Leitrim, that puts them in the opportunity to be able to go top, depending upon what happens Where are we playing? It's Wexford Park. Depending on what happens in Wexford Park. Now, Wicklow have to win, because if they win, then that disqualifies Waterford. Waterford just can't get above them in that case. If Wicklow draw and results don't go for Waterford, Kilkenny, like, again, there's so many permutations of how this can happen, but a game against Wexford, let's go to competition, let's go to the league. Did we have Wexford? Against Wexford, we got to win against Wexford. And okay, so we got a win against Wexford, and it was a 4-0 win. So let's just very quickly analyze that and just find out, was that the freak game? Yeah, that was the freak game where Foley had 45 minutes and then we scored 3 in injury time. So that was the freak event. This is going to be a tough game. Tactical meeting. Okay, opposition instructions, Michael Kelly. Okay, I'm going to stay unbalanced because positive. I'm a bit too nervous about that. And Michael Daly, I'm just going to trust him. I'm just going to trust him in that wing back role. Okay, so Foley, feeling Weru playing that advanced role, Kinsella playing on that right wing, Rafferty with the Vlunda second. Casey, he's an attacking. You know, we're actually going to put him into an attacking fullback role, because he's a right footer. So I don't want him doing that overlap. I just want him running that channel. And there's almost no point having him staying wider because he won't be effectively able to utilize that right boot as a weapon. So we kind of want him operating kind of like in a bit of an angle arc there. But I'm not going to play him in the inverted wingback role, but we're going to keep that option open for us later. In terms of our substitutes, it's now or never, I guess. God, I can't wait to get Black back because he is a monster on that left-hand side. Submit team, and our destiny awaits us. Okay. Never pass. Danzy versus Dunn. Kelly versus Mulroney. And we head into the final day of the season. This determines promotion. Can we go up? Can we go up? That is the question on everyone's mind. And everyone kicking off at the same time, so we're going to see results flying in. Oof. I'm nervous. I am very nervous for how this is going to go. Wexford already have 2 shots. We've won. Both have shots on target. We have the slightly better XG with the 0.15. And no results coming in elsewhere. 20 minutes gone so far. And our XG chances are from the middle of the park. And Wicklow taking the lead. So Wicklow are 1 up against Leitrim. That means that we have it all to do now. As Mulroney going to bring this over to Healy. And we've got a highlight. Walsh, go on, do something. And Casey using that right foot to Walsh. Healy, geez, we're playing very, very carefully and confident with this. And Foley, going to bring it to Phelan, come on, go! Shoots it from outside the box, trying to curl it into that far left-hand post. Doesn't really work for us. Carlo's taking the lead against Waterford and Longford. We're the only game without a goal so far. And right now, like we've had 6 shots on target. It is unfortunate that we have not taken the lead yet. And 0-0 at half-time. We've got it all to do, I guess. We've got it all to do. Do I have shoot on target or do I have work into the box? We're going to go work into the box and just utilise that and have our overlaps. Okay, come on. We're going to go into an attacking mentality. Okay, and Hayes, bring this forward, Kenny. Malloy. Oh no, I don't like this. Okay, Healy's got this, and Spillane back to Healy. Bring this for. Foley wasn't able to get onto the end of that. Although Weru's on the other side. That's I'd forgotten his name. And Walsh brings it forward to Phelan over to Weru. Weru brings it forward. Wasn't able to get into the end of that. We're Daly for Kinsella. Go on, Kinsella. And Foley has the opportunity set up for Phelan. Phelan's offside. Yeah. I knew it. If he just held up play, he's miles offside. Even had the opportunity of bringing that out wide to Daly. Leitrim, do us a favour, please. If Leitrim does us a favour, then we have an opportunity here. We just need 1 goal. And Wicklow is 3-0 up. Okay. We absolutely have to do something here now. 70th minute. Oh, come on. And Kinsella has an opportunity. Bring it in. No. Okay. Well, Casey's going to give us the opportunity to reset up here. Bring this forward. No. Walsh to Weru. Weru back to Walsh. Phelan has the opportunity. Weru bring it into Phelan. And Phelan's going to bring this forward. Oh, Foley! For years, Foley! Okay, is this going to be given? Is this sublime move? I'm so worried. I'm so scared that this is going to be called offside, because especially because Foley was initially in that offside role. Taylor brought him back on side and Foley just gets above him. We get that 1-0. Okay, it's back in our destiny. We have those 2 points and it brings us back to the top of the table. Okay, so bring this back to, we're going to bring it to a cautious mentality, and I'm going to just have you as defensing. Phelan can play this role here, where I can play you as an we'll play you as a supporting attacking midfielder, and Daly full back and support. And let's just try close this one out now, because there isn't too much left in it. Dean Casey is not having a particularly good game, but I don't really have anybody else that I can play in that role. So Kinsler, how are you doing? Weru's not doing well, so we're going to bring Taggart in. Taggart has not been the player that I thought he was going to be, but sure, we'll see how this goes. Okay. 79 into the 80th minute. Come on, we can just hold this out. We are controlling possession better. We've had more shots. We have more on target. Better XG. If we can just hold this out, we go top. And, Kinsler had the opportunity to go 2-0. No. I love it. Just with opportunity. No. Okay. Into extra time. Wicklow just oh no. McAuley. No. Oh, that was scary. And now just calm it down, boys. Come on, Healy, and just control the game. Taggart to Gavin. That was a mix-up there. I would not have been happy with that. And now just control this, because we are going up. Right now, as things stands, we are finishing top of the Allianz division, and we're champions. We're going up. That is our first trophy in 111 years. We're not going. It's not going to have a title awards. I thought they was going to give us some sort of it's a title ceremony at the very end. Maybe there's an option that I don't have selected. Is this going to no? Well, we finished top. Okay, and we've after being promoted to the Allianz Division 3. Now, why that matters is the Allianz League determines seeding for the group stage of the All-Ireland Championship. So at the moment, we are a seed 4 team, which means that we basically get drawn last. Next year, we'll be a seed 3 team, which means that we'll get an opportunity to get more favourable groups. I was not targeting the Allianz division. I was not targeting the Allianz. But our first trophy in 111 years set us up well to go into the Leinster Senior Championship. And you know what? I'm going to be brave and I'm going to aim for a semi-final. Maybe go out to a Dublin and Offaly or a Meath. But this is the beginning of something beautiful. This is the beginning of something. As we lift the Allianz Division 4 trophy on the final day, despite having that hiccup and dropping down to second, as Wicklow pushed us right to the very end, finishing level on points. Waterford just not being able to do it on the final day. Hey, that's it for this episode. So when I come back to you next time, we'll be getting stuck into the Leinster Senior Championship. I might come back for maybe there's a lot of games here that we will play. Kildare and Laois will be the first time we play these, although Wicklow, Wexford and Wicklow. Wicklow. Okay, I thought we played them 3 times for a reason there. It kind of appears in quick succession for no reason. That's been organised rather weirdly. Anyway, look, when I can bring you back, we're going to bring you back for the Leinster Senior Championship, and I'm going to try find a left back that I can bring in to act as cover for Jamie Black on that left hand wing, because without our wing backs, I feel we struggle ever so slightly, but we got our 2 wins and it was just enough. Catch you next time.